Hi everyone, welcome back to Novel Nomad for 2020. So I have had a wee bit of a holiday hiatus from YouTube. I've been a slight hiatus from Instagram, but mainly from YouTube because Vlogmas really took it out of me. I was not expecting to have such a it's more like a video creative slump post Vlogmas. I was so excited doing Vlogmas and I was so on board, and I made sure I uploaded every day, but by the end of it I was exhausted. So I thought it was best time just to relax, refocus on my reading goals for the coming year, and well, now for 2020. And I just got to read some amazing books. So what I want to do today is go through a little bit of a haul that occurred from a book fundraiser that occurred yesterday. It's more of a book swap. And then also what I'm currently reading, or what I'm planning to read in the next few weeks. So first off, let's go straight into a book haul. These are books that I've received from publishers. So from Text Publishing, which is a publishing house in Australia. This is a middle grade fiction called The Republic of Birds by Jessica Miller. The cover is stunning. So this is a finished copy. They sent it to me because I have recently been loving some middle grade, really beautiful stories, great adventure stories as well I'm finding in middle grade. So this one's coming out really soon, very early 2020, and it's a middle grade fiction from an Australian author. Next, from Hachette, I got the proof copy of Wild Fearless Chests by Mandy Beaumont. This one's quite interesting because it's a collection of short stories but heavily feminist bent. And the Hachette rep knew this would be right up my alley, so I'm quite interested to get into it. I haven't heard anything about this, but apparently it has been making the rounds, so I'm quite excited to get into this. And short stories are quite good for summer. I feel like winter is like great for like big heavy chunky reads, but summer is great for short stories, poetry, everything like that. So this is definitely going on my read now shelf. So the next books are ones that I got at a book swap, in which was a fundraiser for bushfire relief. All the bushfires that have been happening in Australia for a very long time. I volunteered there for the entire day. I was the person taking all the raffle tickets, and also I drew the raffle at the end, which was very fun. But these are the books. It was great. I managed to flush my shelves of all the books that I just had not got around to, and it was really cathartic, really emotionally satisfying to donate all of those books for the book swap. But then I managed to only come home with 4, so I think I donated upwards of 30 or more, and I came back with 4, which I'm very happy about. So the first one is The Ladies of Grace Adieu by Susanna Clarke. This is like a short story follow-on from Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, which I've wanted to read for a very long time. So I'm quite excited for this. I think they say it's not as good, but it really helps give you closure to some of the different character arcs within the book. Just that little extra epilogue style information. But also this is a beautiful hardcover that it first came out in, so I was very lucky to pick this up, and it's in such a good condition. I was so excited when I saw this on the stacks. Next was one I was quite surprised at, and that was Taylor Johnson Is Here by J. Coles. This is a YA book about a shooting and Black Lives Matter movement in the US. And I remember this being promoed before it was first coming out, and it was really hard to find this beautiful hardcover edition, which I wanted. So I decided to wait, and then of course it slips your brain and you never quite get around to getting to read it. But then I saw it was just on the piles of books that were coming in, and I nabbed it for myself. Next is a reasonably new one donated from publishers, and that was The Offing, Ben Myers. So lots of publishers actually donated a lot of their new books that had just come out for the fundraiser. So we had amazing numbers of new releases that publishers had donated for the event, which is really wonderful. So The Offing by Benjamin Myers. This is post World War II. A young boy goes on an adventure and he makes a really good friend with an old woman in a seaside village, and I think it's going to be one of those beautiful heartwarming tales. And I have been eyeing it off for a little while, but I got it in this lovely new cover, so I was very keen to pick that up when I saw it. And of course the last one is Where the Crawdad Sings by Delia Owens. This is blowing up on the book media at the moment, mainly because I think it was chosen for Reese Witherspoon's book club, but it also has been quite a popular historic slash general fiction read, and is actually part of my book club selection, so I was like grabbing that one straight away. So it's always handy to get book club books in advance so you don't have to go finding them in the reading month. Okay, so let's go into what I will be reading coming up, and the one thing that I've got planned to read is The Fountain Overflows by Rebecca West. This is my lovely vintage edition that I got from the Second Shelf in London when I was travelling over there. But I am going to be buddy reading this with the ever lovely Kate Howe. She posted this on her video of the 20 books that she wants to read in 2020, which is a really fun challenge. I'm currently getting mine together. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of videos coming up of all the challenges that I'm doing, because I'm trying to read all the books on my shelf that I currently have, and also I'm going to be doing them to different themed challenges throughout the year. So you already know that I've talked previously before about the Reading Women's Challenge for 2020. I've slowly started to collate the entire list, and I've got that put aside for what I will be reading. And then I'm going to be doing a local Australian book challenge. There's also a bookseller in Australia that's doing a challenge for the year. I'm going to be doing that one as well. And then I also will be participating in 20 for 2020, so 20 books that I want to get off my shelves, or at least off my TBR shelves. And so this one is a new acquisition, but as soon as I saw that, I contacted Kate straight away and I said, let's do a buddy read. Moving straight into what I'm reading at the moment, and mainly I am reading There by Tommy Orange, and I've just started reading every night before bed. I'm starting reading The Carrying the World by Maxine Beneba Clark. This is a collection of poetry. Maxine Beneba Clark's poetry, like her short stories, manages to be highly emotionally evocative and just gets me every time. It's so clear, and she comes from such a unique, her voice is so unique when I love it. It is so good. And she's got a new release. She's coming to Adelaide Writers Week, so this is going to be my Adelaide Writers Week video, of which will be coming soon as well. Tommy Orange is also coming to Adelaide for Adelaide Writers Week, so as you could probably tell, I've started in on my Adelaide Writers Week collection. I will be doing a video of that shortly, but I am going to be going to the Adelaide Writers Week program launch, so I'm going to be tying in a little bit of that video alongside with my TBR to be read. So I'm already starting on them. I've already read The Dark Emu by Bruce Pascoe. He will be attending as well. I've also started another one on my Adelaide Writers Week TBR. So I'm getting there, I'm getting done, but it's so exciting to be starting it because it is at the end of February, but I usually get to read so many amazing books, fiction reads and books that I wouldn't normally have read. I picked a few non-fiction this year as well, just to really challenge myself. So I'm super duper excited, but I'm really thoroughly enjoying these at the moment. This one I'm really enjoying. It's making me think so much, and I find poetry can be quite hard to sink into, but Maxine Beneba Clark is amazing, and this one I'm slowly getting into, but the characters are very intriguing from the beginning, so it's not a hardship, and it is quite a small read, so I'm very excited to continue on. Alright, so that is how my 2020 is starting out. Let me know what you've been reading over the past winter/summer month, and I'll see you all soon with lots and lots of challenges and TBR videos. So happy reading, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!